What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. We back with another lit video. Always in the confessional. And yep, we staying lit, big dog. What is going on? We not signing. Alright, man, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Alright, and shout out to everybody who came here to keep it lit. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. It's actually free. You know, I don't normally do this, but seeing that y'all act like the like button is free, hit the Cashapp if y'all not gonna hit the like button. I mean, damn, I just made me a drink. So let's hold on. I'm gonna let y'all watch the video. Alright, so now we're back. I guess since y'all all here now, I might as well get started. Cause I wasn't even ready. Well, shout out to my everyday people. Shout out to the mods for keeping it lit. Always taking good care of everything. Alright. So now let's get into the video, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Oh, speaking of, so she says, while married 34 years old, after I left my marriage at 42 years old. I don't get it. Maybe she had a glow up. Shout out to A Minute with Misha. Hello, Rita Robinson.
I know everyone looking for the story time. It's so hard to actually post this, but I'm going to start it. I'm going to start later on today. I'm going to work. But I'm going to start it. Kind of don't even know where to start. Out of 20 years, it was so much. Don't know where to start. But I'm going to just get on here. I'm going to start talking. Y'all can ask me questions. I answer the questions. And just go from there. I'll start later on today. I may go live as well and talk about it. Another thing. I'm not making these videos to bash him or make nobody look at him differently or nothing like that. I'm making these videos for the women out there. There's so many women that deal with so much when it comes to these men. There's so many of us think if we keep giving, they're going to eventually get it together. Keep letting them chip away from us as we become a mom and become their wife, thinking they're going to eventually one day wake up and be like, let me stop doing her like this. They never stop. No lie. They never stop. We got to wake up. We got to love ourselves. We got to put ourselves first. And we got to stop taking the stuff these men put us through, honestly. I'm going to explain everything I've been through. And it's going to be like, wow. But I made it out. I didn't think I can. I literally had to pray myself out this situation. But if I can do it, anybody can do it, honestly. Because I love that man with everything in me. And it's still not easy. I still went through a whole grieving process. I went through moments where I wanted to go back. I still have moments where if he get it together, I'd rather go back to my family because I don't like to date. I don't like meeting new people. I don't like none of that stuff. But I'm going to get to the next part soon. Another thing, and what prompted me to start now is because my husband had kids during our relationship. Not sure how many before we was married. Not sure if after we was married. I'm not sure because things was held away from me for a long, long time before I even found out about it. So I received the inbox from a young lady, which was one of his children. I never met her or anything, but I found out about the situation eventually. And that's what prompted me to do this, because to my knowledge, I'm the one that kept him away from his children. And this is what the mom told me, because she actually sent me a message as well, the actual next day after I talked to the daughter. And I just want to clear up some things when it comes to this, because I'm not sure how many children out there, I'm not sure how many women out there that think maybe I was the problem or something like that. I was that man's backbone. I was there for that man when he had nobody. I was there teaching him the way when he didn't know the way. Like, I was there for everything when it came to him. And what prompted me to start now is because, okay, another time was,
Hold on, she said another time. Sound like we got these together. Everything out of order.
so I got off the phone. This part two. I got off the phone. I asked my,
Where's part one?
so back when we was young, my husband was supposed to pick me up from work. I worked at a job from like 7 at night to 4 in the morning. This gonna be part one of all the cheating he did. Then I'm gonna explain everything else too. But he's supposed to pick me up for work. He never picked me up from work. I got off work, went home. I didn't know how to drive yet. So I went home, go to sleep, wake up. When I woke up, it was New Year's Eve. So he still wasn't there. I'm like, dang, we ain't had cell phones then. So I went to the payphone. I called his mama and I was like, you talk to him? She was like, he got to explain this to you. He got to explain this to you. He in jail. So I was like, huh? So I'm like, okay, it's New Year's Eve. I'm going to go get dressed, go to my mom's house. So when I went over there, I was chilling. And I called the police station like, why he in jail? You know, I was asking them. They told me for a domestic battery. Stay tuned for part two. So I got off the phone. This part two. I got off the phone. I asked my mom, like, what, can two guys go to jail for domestic battery? She was like, I don't know, probably. So I called back. And they was like, I asked them that question. And they was like, only if they dating each other. I'm like, oh, okay. So I know that's out the question. So now I'm just like, dang, what's going on? I never forget my mom was like, what if he had a kid on you or something? And I was like, nah, he wouldn't do nothing like that. I was one of them naive girls. I was just so caught up with knowing what he wouldn't do. But baby, he did everything I thought he wouldn't do. So I end up chilling that day. Next day I go home, wake up, and he was coming in the door while I was getting ready for work. And I was like, what you was in jail for? Stay tuned for the next part. So the kid, and what, okay, another time was, it was a neighbor upstairs from my mom's house. I think my sister was there. And she was showing her some pictures that we took. Like, we used to take pictures and go get them developed at Walgreens. And she was showing a girl the pictures. And the girl was like, we going to just say his name, John Doe. The girl was like, how you know John Doe? She was like, oh, that's my sister's boyfriend, her baby daddy or whatever. And she was like, oh, I used to mess with him. I met him at Swap. I used to go have sex with him at his grandma's house. Man, we still young this time, too. Just showing how much a person can do. Mind you, we live in the same house as he was going to Swap. We live in the same house. That was another time. Another time, he called me. Just wait for the next part, y'all. Okay. So the kids that I know of is like 17 now. He still never righted his wrongs, never admitted his faults, never did none of that. The other kids I don't know nothing about. I did just find out about another one recently, but I showed him a picture of the girl. He told me he don't know who that is. So I'm not sure. He lied about everything. He didn't say nothing about going to jail. He don't never have an explanation for nothing at all, ever. So the kids that I know of is like 17 now. He still never righted his wrongs. I'm sorry. I'm at work, so I was just trying to get a little videos here and there. But so with the jail situation, nothing. He just went for that one day, and I never heard anything else. I think when he went back to court or something, they dropped the charges. But I never heard of a kid. I never heard of whoever the lady was. Nothing. Never. I don't know how my husband was so sneaky and was able to keep so many things from me, but he was. Like, I never even knew of a woman pregnant. I never knew of a newborn. That's probably how I was able to stay for so long, because I never actually dealt with the situation at all, because I didn't find out for a long, long time. But with that situation when he went to jail, nothing ever happened. He just made me think like, oh, something happened at the store, and that's what it was. When I showed him the paperwork, when I seen the paperwork, he still never said nothing. Like, that was just me being young and dumb. This probably when we was like 20 years old. So, and I had a 1-year-old with him at the time. My 22-year-old was 1 year old. So, I just, wasn't nothing I could do. I couldn't prove nothing. I didn't know what was going on for real, you know. So, I just let it go or whatever. A lot of times, a lot of things that my husband done, in order for me to be able to focus and raise my children, I had to let it go. I had to just keep moving forward, you know. But nothing happened with the jail. Like, he went to jail, got out of jail, and I never heard nothing else about that situation again. So, the good memories was I raised my children to adults with a 2-parent household. The good memories was for the past 20 years, we did all the family gatherings, holidays, everything at our house. Regardless of what me and him was going through, we still kept things together for our family. That's probably why I stayed. I stayed because I wanted my family. I wanted it so bad. No lie. I can't lie. Like, I wanted my family so bad. I wanted us to be like, we went through everything and we got through it. But he never got it together, you know. That's why I stayed. I wanted to stay forever, you know. I was with him when I was young. So, them 10 years before we got married, I kind of forgave for everything, because I was like, okay, we was young. You know, I have adult children now. Sometimes I don't want nobody to expect the world from them back when they was, now that they so young. But once we got married and we continued on to our 30s, you know, nothing ever changed. I just thought and prayed and hoped he changed, you know. I look back at my memories. I used to write notes to myself, you know, praying for certain things when it comes to him. And guess what? I look back on the day, it was 10 years later, you know. So I had to literally tell myself, like, you can't keep living like this, you know. When I finally decided to leave, shit, I was losing myself. I felt like I'm gonna be gone like this. Like, you know, I literally had to build myself up to leave, because that's all I knew. That's all I had, you know. I didn't want to be in this world, like, by myself or my kids, you know. I mean, it's probably hard to understand, but I love the man, honestly. I used to get harassed by women.
We gotta make sure we seen part 4, because this girl got everything.
Another time I remember telling him he had to leave the house because he couldn't help me pay the bills or something. And he ended up leaving, but he ended up calling me, telling me he had to start. And it was on a Friday. I never forget. I was like, I was finna go to work, but I was like, okay, at least he trying. I'm gonna let him come back tomorrow. So crazy, because this is how long ago it was. I get a call later on the same exact day. He was at ATL he was at the movie seeing ATL with a female. Like, he always been the type to when we break up all the time because he was always cheating. I never just allow him to cheat. We'll break up and then it's another woman. We'll break up, get back together, it's another woman. You know, it's just, he never stopped though. All this stuff was like before we got married, and I still married him like a fool, you know, and it never stopped when we got married, you know. It just, so much I learned in this process. I've grown in so many ways during this process. It's just to show women that I know a lot of people deal with this stuff. Sometimes we feel like we don't got nobody. We just want to deal with whatever. You know, hopefully they get it together, you know, and it's sad because they don't get it together. No matter how good you are to them, they never, ever get it together. And so one day, I used to get harassed by women. One woman, though, this one of the kids' mom, I never seen this kid neither, but she was never nasty towards me. She I feel like he broke her heart too. He sold her a dream like he was gonna be with her, and he was with me. She always kind of wanted me to let the kids meet, you know, stuff like that. But I was still young in my 20s. You know, I didn't know if it was his kid for real. She always reached out to me. But I can't say she was nasty or anything. But when we finally got married, she sent me a message on Facebook and she was like, "You married him?" And then probably 2 weeks later, it was child support papers in the mail. So I remember going to court with him. About that. He had the DNA test. It was his kid. Mind you, I know about that one, right? He still never stepped up to the plate. I always tried to get him to step up to the plate. He never wanted to. I used to ask, you know, that was his place to do, not my place to do. I didn't want to keep stressing myself about the situation, so I said I'm going to step back from everything when it comes to that because I have nothing to do with that. I'm still just a young girl raising my own children at this time. Stay tuned for the next part. I used to get harassed. And there was another lady used to always reach out to me. Make fake pages. Always want to argue with me all the time. I think this was actually the mom of the daughter that I just actually spoke with. I think this who she was because I'm kind of confused to who is who, you know. I don't know who is who, if it's new children, I don't know anything. But talking to the daughter on the other day, it gave me kind of a who she was. And her mom was a person that used to message me all the time. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know nothing about her at all. One day I was in a Facebook group and somebody was selling some milk, some baby milk. And as they were selling the baby milk, I had commented saying that I don't understand why people sell baby milk when they got it free with WIC. They should just give it away to a mom in need. Next thing you know, I get an inbox saying when our baby daddy wasn't helping with my daughter, I used to have to sell milk. So now I'm figuring out, there's another lady that says she got a kid by him, you know. So that was kind of crazy right there. That's how I ended up finding out about the next one. But I think this one was already on child support, but I didn't know. I'm going to tell you how I ended up finding out he was on child support with one of them before the other one actually took him to child support too. So just give me a minute. And another time I remember telling him. So one day I remember us laying in the bed and he couldn't sleep. And I was like, "What's wrong with you? You got a girl pregnant or something?" I'm just talking, just messing around for real. He like, you stupid. Like, you know, by now I don't know nothing about no kid. I don't know nothing about none of this stuff, right? So the next day, I get a mess. The next day I was at work. I never forget, I worked at the casino. I just got promoted to a new position. I was finna have lunch with my managers, but like, let me call him, give him the good news. And when I called, he was intoxicated. He say, "I got something I've been wanting to tell you. This girl said I got her pregnant. And I had a DNA test. And I paid child support. Imagine that at work. And I'm finna have lunch with my managers. I almost lost my mind. So one day, I'll tell y'all how much I love this man, right? So we used to break up because he cheated. I go to the grocery store. I buy him groceries and stuff. He's making me think he at his grandmother's house. Next thing you know, I'm a girl. I talk to another female on the phone. She like, don't you be buying him groceries? He be bringing them to my house. All this and this. She told me she was pregnant by him before, but she didn't have a baby. Told me that she was messing around with him for a while. It's like the man never stopped. Never stopped. Like, he just kept going. What else? It's just so many. I honestly don't even know where to start with this stuff. 20 years is a lot. I can only say what I can when I can think of it. But I might write a book one day to get it out the right way. But we got to start teaching our kids to love themselves. Because when you think you need love from somebody else, you'll take whatever to deal with all kind of stuff. And that's not the way it's supposed to go.
Girl, he didn't love you at all. At all. You was just there.
Tell y'all how. So once we was married, I knew he was on child support for one kid. So then he ended up getting that paperwork in the mail from the other kid when she found out we was married. So he ended up going on child support for that kid. By now, I guess they went for back pay. So he owed it back pay. So every time he get his taxes, they taking the money. So I kind of looked at it as taken from us out the household, you know. So I let him file the kids one year. This is how much I was in love. File the kids one year, let them take his taxes just so he can catch up on his taxes. Like, I really tried to have that man back when it came to everything, and he dogged my ass out even more and more. This is all he did. All I ever looked at it as he loved me. I love him. Baby, love is not enough. Love is not to keep letting a man betray you, not be loyal to you, backstab you, just do you in. Nah, we can't keep allowing that. That's too much. Like, when I left, I didn't even know who I was.
When you get to a place where you really understand your worth.
I'ma just pause while we go through this next little video. Bro, she's so dumb. Like, you cannot blame this dumb on being this young. Like, you married, he's having multiple kids on you and all this extra stuff. He keep doing child support, you letting him file for the kids. Mind you, my kid's mama let me file when I had back child support when I first got out of prison. I was like, damn, I was gone for 2 years, you know. Let me just file the kids, catch up, and I could get back on. Mind you, I ain't never been back child support ever again. But the thing is, man, I made it a fact that I would never ever be back in. This nigga keep having babies on her. Y'all married, stupid ass.
Body steal my peace.
Okay, I'm going to answer this question right here. So I honestly don't know how many children it is altogether. Daughter recently, she actually told me it was 6 of them. I only know of my 2 and the 2 that I found out about that actually had DNA tests. I have no idea about how many more. How old are they? I heard one was going to college. I actually found the page. I sent him a picture, asked him who she was. He told me he didn't know who she was. So, you know, he still won't admit it. He still won't right his wrongs. He's still just lying about everything. You know, he just going with the flow of nothing. Like nothing ever happened. But I'm out of it now. Thank God I got to the place that I'm in right now. And that's just his problem. You know, I only address this. I agree with you with that because I was that wife that I cooked dinner every single night. I made sure he had lunch for work. I made sure he had dinner for work. Became a point where I had to take him to work. Like, I did everything when it came to my husband. Like, he can't say I lacked nothing at all. Right now, he missed me every day. He asks to be with me every single day, you know. But that's all he asks. He don't change anything about it. He don't change his actions. He don't try to go get the help he need. Like, he don't do nothing different. He just want his wife. I need my wife. I'm nothing without you. It's like the same broken record he been saying for years, but his action doesn't show anything at all. He's just saying the same stuff over and over and over again. And now I'm much stronger. I'm in a different place where what he says doesn't bother me. It doesn't get to me. And I just let it roll off my shoulder. I really don't respond back unless it's about the kids. That's it. To everybody calling my husband, telling him about my videos, stuff like that. It's okay. I don't mind. He know. He already, y'all may be just finding out about this stuff. But he already know this stuff, just so y'all know. I ain't making up nothing. Maybe y'all want to stay tuned for the rest because I'm definitely going to keep going. I'm about to post all the way till I reach my breaking point to leave. This is my journey. For me, letting go, making it through when I didn't think I can see a way out. Maybe I can help another woman build the strength to get up and go one day, because I didn't think I could leave. I took too much. I didn't even know who I was when I walked out that door. I literally had to learn myself all over again. Y'all can look, y'all can be mad, y'all can tell him. It doesn't matter. This is the life I live. Me and my kids. It's okay, and I'm okay with that too. I painted a picture for all these years, protecting his image, to make it seem like we had this perfect family. My Facebook page, all my pages, we just had none but family pictures. We did a lot of family things. The whole time I was hurting on the inside. I was breaking on the inside. That's why I'm telling my story. I'm living in my truth. This has nothing to do with nobody else but me, I don't care about nobody calling him. I don't care about nobody texting him. I don't care. I'm going to post his text messages too. These text messages that he beg and plead me every single day. I'm going to post whatever I feel like I don't want to post. Can't nobody shy me away from doing nothing. Can't nobody do none of that. If nobody wouldn't have came at me about him, if his past wouldn't keep coming back to haunt him, guess what? I would never even probably did this. But I'm tired of that. I'm tired of his past coming back to haunt him and me too. I didn't make those decisions. I painted a picture for all. Another thing I want to speak on, and something that I went through as well, was like times when I needed him the most and he wasn't there. He was there, but he wasn't there. We had our 12-year-old son. He was sickly. He was sick a lot when he was little because he used to have seizures. So the first time he had a seizure, me and my daughter actually got up in the middle of the night and took him to the hospital because he wasn't breathing right. So when we got to the hospital, he actually had a seizure at the hospital. My husband ended up eventually coming to the hospital and stuff that day. But then another time, my baby had a seizure. I was at the hospital for so long. I was scared. My baby was laying there like he was lifeless. Like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have no food all day and nothing. So I called him like, you coming to the hospital? I told him I needed food and stuff. He was like, I'm not finna spend my weekend in no hospital. That hurted my soul. But when I got home, he ended up packing his stuff, leaving, everything. Eventually, he always come back within a couple days or so. So then, another time, I was at work and he was home with the baby, but I had the medicine and stuff out, like give him this, wake him up and give it to him, As soon as his fever spike, he go into a seizure. So I was asking him, like, is he woke? And he was like, nah, he's asleep, he all right. I'm like, did you give him the medicine? He's like, nah, he cool. So I was so worried, I ended up leaving work. When I left work, I got home and I asked him to drop me off at the hospital because when you go to the hospital, You got to park far away to walk to the entrance, but I got the baby, so I need to go straight in the door. We argued about that up and down. Eventually, he got up to take me. Didn't go with me or nothing. As I'm sitting in a waiting area, my baby had a seizure in the waiting area, right in my arms. Scared me to death. You know, it's just times where I really needed him just to by my side. He just was not there. Another time, the school called me. I was at work. He was like on I think the metro or something on his way to work. But school called, and he was in like preschool. The school called saying that the teacher heard some crayons hit the floor. When the crayons hit the floor, she turned around and he was on the floor. He wet his pants and he was unconscious. That was so scary. That long ride home, to the hospital. I don't know if I'm going to walk in here to my baby unalive or alive. You know, it just was like, and I'm calling him like, you turning around? He like, nah, I'm going to work. Like, it's just like times when somebody's supposed to be by your side and you spending it alone. That was like a hard part of my life for real, you know. And he didn't care. He showed no remorse. He literally did not care, like, you know. But so many moments like that. I'm gonna touch bases on a lot of things because I took a whole lot of things in this marriage until I built the strength to lead, for real, you know. Another thing I want to speak on.
All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get this out the way. Butterfly in the sky. I could go twice as high. What up, my boy T6 in the building? Hey, that's my bro. Hey, he says, why can't you just talk to me? I'm missing you. Hey, this hurts so bad. My wife won't even talk to me. I love you. Can we please talk? I just pray for us. When a Negro say he just prayed for you, run. Because that's crazy. Good morning. My wife is amazing. He just texting. No response. What you doing? What you doing? Why won't you talk to me? I love you. I've been calling and texting. Why won't you respond? I want us to be together. Bro, if you wanted her to be with you, stop having babies. It's that simple. Good night. Good morning. I love my wife. Bro, you don't love her. You love what she could do for you. Mind you, she said she got a 22-year-old. Bro, she look about 20, 28. Let me find somebody that pretty and dumb at the same time. She probably ain't falling for no stupid stuff this time, but I deserve to be with my wife. No, you don't. I'm going to do anything to treat her right. No, you won't. I miss my wife. I really do. Yeah, you miss her. Because she was allowing you to do all the dumb shit and be cheating and all that stuff. Like, bro, you don't really miss her. Fucking weirdo. It's, y'all getting the messages cut off, so let me fix it to where y'all can see the messages, because I don't know why it's cutting off. You don't be missing me, she said. Oh. Oh, looking ass. No, nigga. Hello, can I see you? Can you please talk to me? I love you and need my wife. Yeah. I still love you. I'm still in love with you. I love everything about you. I married you because I knew that without you, I'm nothing. You left me and I can't sit back and accept it. It will be 3 years and a couple of months. Can you please try to reconsider being back with your husband again? Listen to what you're saying. 3 years. But damn, can I try and get the love of my life back? Can I get a chance? I literally miss you every single day. That's crazy. Is he done? Is he done? Because after listening to this message, this nigga, I'm done with you looking ass.
Just to answer this question, I always got tested. Always been clean. Never had an STD in my life. And verify something, Just because a man have no sexual discipline, that doesn't mean he's a pedophile. That doesn't mean he's attracted to children. It's just like saying a man that's GAY is, don't have him around your son, don't have him around your kids. Guess what? That has nothing to do with anything. That doesn't mean that they like children just because of their sexual preference or because he's a serial cheater or whatever he's doing out there with grown-ups. That does not have anything to do with anything. I had plenty of children around my husband and never had a situation like that. So I'm not sure if you're projecting what you've been through onto my post, but that definitely have nothing to do with anything. So maybe you should check yourself. Maybe you should go get tested. Or maybe you should check your sexual preference and see, does that mean you like kids? Because you like women, if you're a man, does that mean you like girls, little girls? No. Because you're a man and you like men, does that mean you like little boys? No, that does not mean that. Just to answer this question,
that statement I agree with, because every time it's a situation with a man, women always say, "Oh, he's sassy. Oh, he might be DL. He might be." Listen, y'all got that ain't every man. Y'all gotta stop that. Like, it's degrading to real men to be just talking crazy like that to like regular men. Like, just, you don't have to like degrade them every man just because they not shit. They could just not be shit, but they don't have to be with all that extra stuff. And I don't like that. And I keep saying that, and it's getting more and more common. Like, if a guy says something back to a woman, "Oh, you sassy." No, I'm just not putting up with your shit. Just because I don't put up with your shit in your mouth doesn't mean that I'm sassy. That's weird. So what? Because then in the same instance, if a woman is arguing with a man, does that make you masculine? No, it doesn't. It just means you have a disagreement with somebody. So I just don't like that. It's the dehumanizing of and the demasculating of a man, and it's becoming more common. It's not. Listen, you motherfuckers, people say that to me all the time. You watch all these women's stories, and man, I don't give a damn. I ain't put them out here. They did. But I just mean, just like, it's just over. Like, somebody putting that in her comments is crazy, because it means nothing. The story's not even about that. So I was just saying, whatever. Don't mind me though.
oh, maybe you. No, we was together 20 years, married 13 years. We've been separated 2.5 years, altogether 23. Our son is 22 and we have a 12-year-old son as well. I wish I knew a stupid ass person watching my page and steady going back telling my husband some shit. I don't give a fuck. You only making his ass mad. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I don't care. Block me. Stop fucking watching my shit. That's his problem. He don't never fucking let y'all goofy ass know what the fuck it is. He ain't never checked nobody. That's why this next story going up about his brother. How he always let his brother disrespect me. He ain't never had my back. All this shit I done dealt with. I don't care if y'all go tell this man shit. The fuck? Another thing I had to deal with in my marriage. My husband had a brother. He used to always call me sis, hey sis, He used to come over. He used to always be like he got married before. He used to be like, I wish my wife was like your wife. He'd come over our house and stuff. And I'm not sure what was to it. But he always used to say stuff to my husband like that. But it got to a point where when me and my husband would get into it or argue, he think he's supposed to argue with me. He think he's supposed to call my phone and argue with me if me and my husband into it. He put his hands on me before, and my husband didn't do nothing. He didn't stand up to him. He didn't say nothing. He allowed that shit, and he done it so many times. Well, not put his hands on me, but that was one time. But it shouldn't have been no time. But that's one thing made me lose so much respect. You don't got my back, you know. That was big right there. And I don't know what his brother ever had against me, but it was always like something that he didn't like, you know. I don't know what it was, but one minute is he cool. Next minute, if me and my husband got something going on, he think he can say something to me. He think he could argue with me. He think he could stand up to me. Like, sir, that's not your place. That's not your place at all. Another thing I had to deal with. And when it comes to his brother and my brother had a fight. All kind of stuff had happened over the years, you know, because of that. But my husband never stood up for me. His brother got remarried again, and guess what? I never got invited. You would think I did something wrong to somebody, because I never did nothing wrong to somebody. Never got into it with nobody. Nothing. He just always had a problem with me, right? His brother got remarried. I never even knew, right? I see pictures on Facebook, my husband right there, giving her rings. Like, sir, you don't even understand what a marriage is. If your wife ain't invited, you ain't invited. But guess what? He didn't care. He didn't care about nothing. My husband just went about his way, did the things he wanted to do. I wasn't nothing. I didn't mean nothing to him. I wasn't a priority. Nothing. Can't nobody say nothing to me about nothing I want to share. This is my life. This is my journey. I've been in this world with the story that he wrote. Now this is my time to speak on my own life. I'm healing my own way, and I want to go back to these videos one day and say I made it through. I made it no matter what I've been through, because I've been through hell. But I'm making it out, and that's for sure. I accept that, even though I think this comment is a little insensitive, but I take it on the chin. My story isn't for purpose. I learned a lot, and I've grown even more. Learned so much about myself. I have abandonment issues, an ancient attachment style. I'm codependent. I deal with a lot, baby. But I take it on the chin because I accept accountability for it all. But if my story make another woman feel seen, feel strong, and to choose herself, I think it's all worth it. Thank you for the comment, and thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Because I'm healing, I'm learning, and I'm growing every step of the way, baby. That's exactly what it is. He only wants me for his satisfaction. He don't care about being good to me. He don't care about being right toward. He don't care about this family. He don't care about anything but what he wants. That's something I tell him all the time. It's not just about that. It's not just about you. It's not just about what you want. Because you had it for the past 20 years. And you didn't take care of it. I used to explain to him, you know how you go to work to get a paycheck? You got to work to get that paycheck. You have to work to take care of your wife. You have to take care of your children. You have to take care of your family. He didn't care. It's sad. For real, he didn't care. A lot of people may think this is not the way to go. Oh, I shouldn't do this. But nobody knows it took me to leave. Nobody knew all I dealt with after I left. The pain, depression, anxiety, dealing with my children, not want to come, my daughter not want to come home. Because when she come home, all she do is cry. Because things not the same anymore. She rather stay home to make it seem like everything is normal. Because she live a little distance away. The day I moved out, my son moving 4 hours away. Because he didn't want to stay with me, or he didn't want to stay with his dad. Because everything was changing. There was a lot of things I had to deal with by myself. The silent cries I'm sure my 12-year-old suffered. I had to deal with that by myself. We didn't sit down, have a talk with these kids to let them know we're going to still be a family no matter what happened, because he wasn't mature enough. The grief I dealt with after leaving. I couldn't take bereavement for work because guess what? Nobody passed. I had to continue to pay them bills. I'm not doing this for no type of clout. I'm not doing this for no type of pity, nobody to feel sorry for me. None of that. I dealt with a lot. Right now, today, the kids haven't been in the same room with all of us together in I don't know how long. That's painful. My 12-year-old never seen us apart. But guess what? I felt like I couldn't do it. You know how many days I wanted to go back? Because I was sitting in that pain and it felt so bad. I just should go back. I just should go back. But guess what? I made it through. It's another woman watching this, don't think she can do it. Don't think she'll have nobody to watch her kids. Don't think she'll be able to pay the bills. But I made it through. It's still not easy. I'm still going through it. I'm still not even through the divorce process. That's a whole nother level of emotions I'm dealing with. So whoever watching this and they going through it and don't think they can get through it, keep praying for strength. Keep praying to God that you can make it out. One thing I used to think, I'm hurting while I'm in it, and if I leave, I'ma hurt. So guess what? Either you gonna hurt in it forever, or you gonna leave and eventually get over it. You got this. Don't let nobody steer you wrong. It was people telling me I never find nobody to love me like him. And guess what? I might not. But if love feel like the way and be treated the way that I was treated, I probably don't need love. All I need to do is love myself. Keep pushing forward. Because I got this. I don't care how hard it is. I'm going to keep going. I don't care how many steps I take back. I'm going to still keep going. I'm going to keep pushing. I don't care how nobody think of me. I don't care about anything but me surviving. Me getting through this and me continue on with my life happy and peaceful. I never once said I did it on my own. We took care of the kids together. We paid the bills, all financial things we did together. But because that's what I wanted. Honestly, at a point, it didn't have nothing to do with him. It was just like, I wanted this family. I wanted it. He act like it's what he wanted. He was going to do better. You know, things like that. That's why I accept accountability, because I can't say he changed. I can't say he was something different before and changed. Nah, I was hoping and praying he got it together. You know, I wanted it so bad. Like, that's the part. That's the big part about it. Like, I really wanted my marriage. I really wanted to work. Like, I guess there was something wrong, you know, but it's all right. I made it out. I'm good, you know. I love him still. We still have our family. I just wish things was better. I wish we could have a friendship. I wish we could still raise our kids together, you know. Another thing as well was me feeling like I had nobody. I didn't want to be in this world alone with just my kids, and anything could happen to me at any day, and they had nobody. So I stayed. I was young. You know, my kids was young. You know, as we grew up, I'm learning more and more and more, you know. That's why I stayed. I became numb to the things he did, where I just had I didn't care attitude, you know. I just didn't care. I took my emotions out of everything, and I just live day by day, you know. I don't really know how to even explain it for real.
Yeah. Everyday people, man. Bro, I feel like I got cheated on. It's one thing to be like, yeah, hey, shout out to T6, man. T6, she's being open and transparent. Man, listen. After 20 years of all this, 6 kids, the constant cheating, the constant lies, I don't know if I've been lied to that much in my life. You know, a lot of people grow up without a father. And they father will be like, nah, I'm going to come pick you up today. And the father don't show up. And then eventually they be like, man, I'm going to stop asking that nigga to show up. Like, I'm not even going to be worried about it. These are kids. Kids will tell you, man, my daddy, man, he be on some bull crap. Like, every time I tell him to pick me up, or when he do pick me up, then he'll leave me at the house. I'll be by myself, and he'll go out and do whatever he got to do. Then he'll come back with food, and then I'm sleeping. He'll wake me up, hey, you hungry? Then I got to eat, and then he'll be like, you don't want to talk to your dad? Nigga, what we got to talk about? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Reason why I know that story because I got friends. You know, it wasn't my story, but if a kid can understand the difference between a person who really cares about you and a person who's just pulling your coattail, why does love with the opposite sex, your husband, your wife, out? How does love make you this damn stupid? I don't understand how love make you this stupid. I ain't never known it in my life. Well, we got to get my boy T6 up here on the story time. We gonna get we gonna get the male perspective of this story time. He said 30-year marriage went to. Oh man, bro, I don't know. Like I couldn't understand how being. Well, I mean, I ain't even been with nobody 10 years, so I've been with somebody for a long time. But then when that went to crap, you know what I'm gonna say? This is when I went through a relationship that I was with somebody for like 9 years, and it went down the drain. And the thing that hurt me the most was not having a relationship with the kids because I raised them, and that hurt me so much that I was just like, man, that hurt. That hurt, right? Not only that, I mean, we ain't gotta get into the semantics of, but you understand when you with somebody for a long time, you know, you grow a liking for the kids and everything. Um, but then it got me to the point where I don't even want to be no step parent. I don't care if a woman got kids. I just don't want it. I just want to. Shit, you got kids, all right? I got two. I got kids too. I don't want you to be. I don't want you to be in my kid's life. I won't be in yours. Like, I mean, granted, I'll be around, but I'm not finna be no father figure. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to like be, you know, be around. Like I'll be there, but I ain't gonna be there because you lose everything. So being with somebody for 20 years, your husband, you got kids. I don't understand this. I can't even describe the only thing I can talk about is how did she let this continue to happen? The women, the continuous stories about the women continuously reaching out. When the woman said, "Oh, you married him," that should have told her right there she messed up. But instead of trying to fix it then, she went another 18 years with that man. Then that man talking about, I need my wife. I need, nigga. Remember, I said, man, y'all need to let these men cheat while they're young. Let them cheat while they're young. Because when they old, when they older, They ready to settle down. They ready to do right. They ready to be loved. Now he gonna take everything that he should have been to her to a whole nother woman, and that's women don't want to see that. Women don't want to see a man that they loved unconditionally for many, many years turn around and go be a faithful man to a whole nother woman. Ooh, wee. That gotta burn your soul. That gotta burn your soul. Cause I know it will. Boy, you talking about I've been trying to get you to treat me right all this time, and then you turn around and go treat another woman right, man. Yeah, so it's a crazy situation. When I was sent this story, I was just like, man, she got a bunch of small little stories. I was like, I don't like watching small little stories, but damn, she had like there was some good little 1 minute stories. These are the best 1 minute stories I've watched in a long time. Cause usually when they do 1 minute, you be like, girl, can you just give us 10 minutes? Hell, I was like, let me get to the next part, cause this is getting you drive me crazy. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. I appreciate everybody who's been joining the lives and watching the videos in the morning. We're gonna keep it lit. Also, what I want to say is about this lady. He didn't enjoy the sex. He didn't, and what he did was he slept with other women to help boost up his sexual appetite with her. That's what that's what he did. Trust me, I know. Because not that I know that I've been through it. I'm just saying men, when we have appetites for sex like this, it's not because it's not because we just cheaters. We just trying to love on the woman that we want to love on better. We want to love on her better. So we go out and sleep with other women to come home and feel the nice warmth of our woman that we love, and then do it all over again. But y'all might not believe me, but trust me, if your man go and sleep with another woman, then come home and sleep with you, it's the truth. I don't know why he couldn't just leave her, because he's hooked, he's attached to her. He okay, mind you, okay, the movie, the video we watched last night where the guy married the black lady but left Sonya. He didn't want to be with Sonya because Sonya left him and moved to California. Then when she came back, they was dating for a year, but the whole time he was dating the black chick, and then Sonya was like, he don't even like black women, you know. Well, like I said, this is the same situation in another form. He was like, he knew where he wanted to be. He wanted to be over there. He was just sleeping with Sonya because he was like, man, I gotta keep things spicy with myself, so I'm gonna go sleep with Sonya, have my little fun with her, and go back and be with my wife. That's what he did. He'll go sleep with Sonya and then go back and be with his wife. I I am gaslighting, but I mean it's actually the truth though. It's actually the truth. I may say some wild stuff, but there's a little bit of truth to it. You know what I mean? It's like when I say a lot of crazy stuff, but I'm telling you for real, this is this is what we do. People be like, "Oh, BJ, I don't man, back when I was in my heyday, I was a hoe, a 304. Okay, but now I'm a reformed man. I'm chilling. I don't want to do this, but I be trying to tell y'all. I be trying to tell y'all, but y'all don't want to listen. But it's okay. Shout out to your wife, cause she know. I do be gaslight, but it be real. The truth be real. Everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this. 150K giveaway. It's coming, big dog. Hey, y'all be ready. We getting lit all the way until the. Hey, make sure y'all check out the video tomorrow. I got a couple good ones. I gotta go. Nah, I gotta go. I gotta edit, and then I gotta be at work at 4:45 in the morning. So, pray for your boy that I don't fall asleep on this driving and working, running to a damn plane. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all on live tomorrow. We're gonna keep it lit every night. All right, everyday people, like, comment, subscribe. Holla at you later.